everybody, welcome to my channel, and today I wanted to do a vlog about my orchid. Now this is called, I'm gonna butcher this, I'm sorry, Kisses Lemengi. So, or maybe kiss it. Anyway, it's something of a Lemengi. It's a not a hybrid, it's a species orchid, and it has blooms. It hasn't bloomed yet, but I wanted to show them just in case they get bloom bust, which they shouldn't. So this is what the orchid looks like. It's been watered. This is really watery right now, but and so it has these huge bulbs here that retain water, and this orchid is very special because it's one of the few orchids I have that are colorful, because most of my orchids are white. Now, I wanted to just talk a little bit about my orchids and how I got into taking care of them. I started collecting orchids during COVID because there were just so many everywhere, and I didn't start collecting species orchids. I started collecting the hybrid orchids that are in the grocery stores, that are in the department stores, that are everywhere, the moth orchids, because I thought those were species orchids. I thought they grew in the rainforest, and I thought, oh, what beautiful flowers. So I had a lot of those, and I was learning on them how to apply the THC oil to them, and how to repot them, and how to water them. So it took me a long time to learn, and I killed very many hybrids until I finally got the hang of it. And when I realized that what I had at home wasn't that special, I started looking for species orchids, and I have some. You have to buy them in specialty shops like orchid shops or nurseries where there's where they sell exotic plants, orchids of this sort, because you can't just get them in a garden center. So I buy mine from 2 different places, and I'm really happy with this. I never repotted this one because I was afraid to take it out of the pot, but it seems to be growing well in the green, which just goes to show how well the THC oil works on fungus, on mold. It doesn't kill any of the mushroom spores if you have any in your potting soil, and it just helps while the plant is acclimating, the most crucial time when you bring them home, it just helps them to retain water, any plant to retain water, so that they don't get the edema, the problem with drying up or going to mush. So these are my orchids. I wish I had a prettier flower pot. I don't. I'm gonna do an update when they bloom, and I guess I could talk a little bit more about some of my ideas or what I have learned from this experience of cultivating orchids and plants in my home. I truly believe that one day people are going to smarten up, and they're not going to see THC or cannabis as a terrible drug like fentanyl or cocaine or crack, or they're not even going to see it as a gateway like alcohol. So I think in terms of that, I think we're going to have like a huge policy probably from our government. In Canada, it's already legalized, so that's the best thing that they could have done for us. And I truly believe that you can probably apply this to trees. You can probably apply this to plants outdoors that are dying, because it's just, I truly believe that the future lies in THC. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be spraying down our fruits with THC and we're going to be cultivating with THC. So I hope this helps. I'm not advertising. I like to imagine myself as somebody who purchases these plants just for my home and for my own personal recreation and use. And I don't see it as like that I'm taking on somebody else's formula. It is my formula. It's not my THC oil. All the ingredients are legally bought. I just apply them to these plants. I would like to see, I imagine that my orchid is strong enough to survive in the wild now, now that I've acclimated it. And truly, like, I've seen people who have to have their plants inside incubators, like greenhouses and all sorts of lights on them, and humidity and stuff. I just keep mine by the window. I keep mine in the balcony by the window all year round. I give it a little bit more light in the winter time because I have a very dark corner in my house. I don't get a lot of light. And that's all. That's how simple it is once you get the hang of it. And I truly believe that this is the future of our agriculture, of technology. This is what's going to happen next, and we are going to clean up the planet. We are going to decontaminate the soil. We are going to decontaminate the water, and we're not going to have any more problems. I think the police will be stronger. There's going to be less chances of people dying from famine as the crops will grow better. Food won't be food security won't be so tight. We're going to open up a lot of food and agriculture as the land, as the forests come back, as the water and the animals and the fish and everything regenerates. But that's just some of my idea. And in the meantime, I just focus on this little tiny plant inside my home is evidence that it is possible. It's absolutely possible. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog.